Well, I had moved from a townhouse into the park here, and I went down to uh, one of the meetings here, and the president at that time of the park was going to move to Arizona, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, and his wife. So they were looking for a new president, and your father stepped up to the plate and said, "Well, Steve would make a good president." He says, "I like the cut of his jib."
That's exactly what I said.
Yes,
A
exactly.
good old Navy expression.
Yeah, good old Navy. Yeah, I like the cut of his jib. I never lost him. In 1939, I joined what was called the Australian Imperial Force. This was strictly voluntary because you could not send anyone overseas in the AMF. They were only there to protect the country, not to go overseas. Well, I was overseas there for quite a while, and I saw a couple of battles or so over there and done some work over there. But anyway, I came back from the Middle East in 42, and I was found medically unfit, which my papers say, and you know, they turned around and they said, well, you can go to work out in the heart of Australia to relay messages from the listening posts, or you can take a medical. And I said, well, I'll take the medical. So in Melbourne, Australia, there was a very famous hotel called Young and Jackson's. So I'm in there one day having a couple of beers, as you know, we like our beers. And in comes this naval attaché from the American embassy. Oh, you've never seen such an array in all your life. He'd light up a city any day that you wanted to. I mean, he had the ribbons and everything, you know. So he was looking for anybody with a license that would like to join the Americans. And I asked how much and everything like that, and he told me. I said, oh, screw's pretty good. I said, okay, mate, I'm with you. So he said, go home and get your stuff. And he said, come down to Point Lonsdale by 1000 hours tomorrow. I said, okay. So down I go. And he says to me, he says, see that ship out there? I said, yes. He said, that's yours. I said, holy smoke. He said, yes. He said, and all the benefits go with it. Wait until you find out, Ossie. So what happened there was I made a short trip to New Guinea, Finch Haven, and came back to back to Darwin and reloaded with supplies and support, and off I go. And I got my orders to open up, and that would give me directions where I had to go. Well, Jesus, there were ships all over the place. Ships going across the bar, ships going down the side, ships going about across the stern. I said, what the Christ is going on here? So I turned around and I looked up when it broke a day, and as far as I could see was ships.
Ships.
Ships, ships, and more ships.
Wow.
So anyway, we formed this mighty flotilla, and off we go to Tacloban in the Philippines. And old General MacArthur was with us.
No.
Yeah, but he was on the right flank, not on the left. You see, we were on the left. So anyway, he turned around. He made a grand entrance, you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, and 3 times he walked ashore to get it right. You know?
I know. Yeah, to have the picture taken just right. Yeah.
So anyway, on the, I think it was the 24th of September, or somewhere around there. And they had a Betty bomber raid, and it was a beautiful clear sky with just one little cloud in there, and the gold clear was down it, you see. So the gunnery officer came to me and he said to me, he said, "Say, Cap," he said, "you know, down there on number 3, twin 40 that we've got down there," he said, "it's been giving us some problems. Do you mind if I change the barrels another?" I said, "Okay, that's fine. But remember, no firing of guns." He said, "I can do it." I said, "Okay." So he and the, at least the master, petty officer, he went down in the gun with the crew, and they were working away there, you see. Well, there's one little cloud up here in the sky, and over on my starboard side, there's a couple of submarines, a destroyer, and a big AP pulling up the side of this tender ship for attention. And all of a sudden, I looked up, and now there's one single bloody cloud. I don't know how they missed it. Here he comes, the kamikaze.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and he's making straight for that tender and stuff there. Geez, if he'd have hit that, he'd have really, of course, God knows how much traffic, you see.
Oh, man.
So, my gunnery officer, and my gunnery crew, and the petty officer, they turned around and they swung that around right at that jet plane, and you could see the red trailers, flares, going right into his nacelle. Well, here we are here. He's going over here, but we buggered his spoil. So what do? He come right down on us, killed all the crew, the gun crew.
Wow.
In that gun turret, yeah. And he blew a bloody hole in the side of us that was, oh God, you could put two bedrooms or 3 bedrooms in it, you know. So they told me to move up, and we discharged the cargo, because we burnt all night putting out the fire, and we discharged everything, and they said, "Well, you're going down to Sydney to the graving dock, and you'll be retrofitted there." Oh, I said, bloody marvellous, you know. We get off of New Guinea, and what happens? Bingo! Your orders have been, how much bunkers do you have? Your orders have been changed to go to the west coast of the United States. And you'll take a certain latitude, you know, longitude, because I was a little sick, you know. I couldn't make much more than 3/4 speed at the most. And on a supply ship, that wasn't very bloody much in those days, believe me, because they were slow goers, you know.
Oh, sure.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, we get to the west coast, and they turned around and they said to me, "Well, we're going to take the ship in for retrofit. Your crew is going to be reassigned, and you will be." I said, "Okay."